from the field hospital, and once you were let's say recuperating, did you recuperate, or then went back into combat?
I went back to my unit.
Went
yes.
back to your unit. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You as an infantryman.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay. Up to that point, had you gotten promoted during that period of time?
Yes, I was promoted to private first class.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And when you got back to combat, did you go into combat? Did you have to?
From the Aleutians, we went to Hawaii,
Oh. Okay.
and we were stationed in Honolulu for about a year. But during that time, we were training, and we went to the island of Kwajalein in the Marianas.
Oh, okay. Okay. And what kind of training were you doing?
It's regular infantry combat training.
Okay. Okay. So had you fully recovered by then?
Yes, but I still had trouble with my feet. I still had to this day I can't go to sleep without heavy stocking.
Oh, okay.
Because I have poor circulation.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. All right. So I guess it was kind of interesting. You went from the Aleutians to Hawaii.
Yes, it was.
And so you.
And the reason why we had all that trouble with our feet, we didn't have the proper footwear.
Oh.
Because they gave us logger boots,
Mm-hmm.
and what we should have had was rubber-soled shoes with leather uppers,
Mm-hmm.
which were waterproof.
Mm-hmm.
And when you get leather wet, it stays wet,
Mm-hmm.
and it was cold, so people had a lot of problems with
Sure.
cold feet and,
Sure.
and icy
Right.
shoes.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Did you have combat when you got to the Mariana?
Oh yes,
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
the Royal Japanese Marines were there, and they were terrible.
Okay. We've heard about, whether they did this atrocities, or were they doing something?
Well, there wasn't. I didn't see any of those because most of that took place in the Philippines.
Oh, okay. Okay.
That was our next stop.
Oh, okay.
We were while we were resting from our Kwajalein campaign,
Mm-hmm.
we were assigned to cargo for the Subic Bay no, it wasn't. Excuse me. We were assigned the Leyte campaign in the Philippines.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and I saw MacArthur.
Mm-hmm.
He said, "I shall return," and I saw him return. I was right there.
Oh, okay.
What year was that?
Huh?
What year was that?
Can't remember the year,
Mm-hmm.
but it was the Luzon campaign,
Okay.
and we were at Leyte
Mhm.
before that. But
Okay.
he was over at Luzon, which is around Manila.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. So, all this combat that you, what did you? I hate to ask, but did you recall killing anyone, or
I shot it. I don't
you
know.
don't know?
whether I-
Yeah, most of us don't know.
See, when you're in a firefight,
Mhm.
you don't remember a lot. You just cover your ass.
Mhm.
That's what you do. You make yourself as small as you can, and the further away from the enemy you are, the better.
Sure.
So
Okay.
that's true. Yeah, but we saw a lot of combat.
Okay. All right. All right. And how did this make you feel, being a young guy, 21, 22, and
Well, it's strange, but we lost when we were up at the Aleutians. half of my company was a fatality.
Oh.
There's about 250 in the company,
Mm-hmm.
and we lost like about 40 or 50%
Mm-hmm.
in the first month.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of fatality.
Mm-hmm.
Because number one, you're inexperienced, and you never were in combat before, but you learn.
Sure, sure.
Yeah,
You know, on-the-job training.
on-the-job training is correct. Yes.
Okay. How did any, I know you mentioned that several of your friends had passed too, that, did you have any special emotions that some of your friends
Well,
were fatalities?
it's strange. You didn't want to make too many personal friends because they're there one day and they're gone the next.
Right.
So it's sort of tough when you have a friend that gets killed and he's gone and you don't see him anymore.
Sure, sure.
It's a traumatic thing.
Right, right.
It is.
Right. Okay. We're up to now. We're up to what the Luzon.
Well, the Leyte was
Leyte.
first.
Okay, Leyte. Okay.
That was the initial, and then they went to Luzon,
Okay.
which is the Manila area. That's the big island.
Right. Okay. Okay. At Leyte, what do you recall from that experience?
Pardon?
At Leyte, during
Yes.
this particular campaign, well, what do you recall from that
Well,
experience?
we were the first American troops
Mhm.
to retake the Philippines, which
Okay.
was a protectorate at the time of the
Mhm.
United States government.
Mhm.
And our regiment was on the first assault landing in the Philippines.
Okay. Mhm. And see that thing, you saw a lot of combat.
Yes, I did.
Wow.
Yes, I'm not finished yet.
Well, I know. I know we got a few more steps to go in as well. This thing you've done. You had one lifetime of combat already. We're not
Yeah.
through yet. Eh?
Yeah.
Okay, so after Leyte, where did you go from there? What happened then? From the once the Leyte campaign was kind of over, you say you in.
Well, then we went back to Hawaii,
Oh, okay.
and then we were like stevedores. We unloaded all the material that when they went to Luzon, they had to have gasoline and food. We were like a quartermaster, and we unloaded all their backup food and gasoline and things, and then we went back to Hawaii, and then after that we went back to Hawaii to rest.
Okay. All right.
And
All right. So, go ahead.
then what happened while I was in Hawaii, I got up one morning and I put my feet on the ground and I looked at my feet and they were twice the size. They were so swollen from the being
Frostbite.
frostbitten
Mm-hmm.
that they started to swell.
Oh.
And I went to my first sergeant. I said, I can't go on duty. And so he says, what's wrong? I said, well, look at my feet. I said, they're swollen.
Mhm.
He says, go to sick hall.
Mhm.
That was my lucky day. I never went back to my regiment
Oh.
because I went to this, I can't remember, some hospital unit, and they said, you cannot go on combat duty anymore.
Mm.
So that was my lucky day.
Okay.
And I was transferred from the infantry to replacement command,
Okay.
which was, they had these replacement centers all over, and as if some unit or